Hello, and thank you for joining us for Take a Breath Break. We're going to share a technique today with you that in 5 minutes will help you feel like you took a 20-minute nap. There are 3 common denominators as to why we need this break. The first is that we're generally sleep deprived. We don't normally get enough sleep on a day-to-day basis to be fully rested, recovered, and rejuvenated to go forward tomorrow and do the things we need to do to accomplish life the way we'd like to do it. So this technique, if you do it for 5 minutes, will help you feel like and give you the same biometric influence as if you took a 20-minute nap. If you did it for 20 minutes, you'd have the same influence as if you took a 2-hour nap. It's been studied by major universities and human energy labs. It'll help you reduce your blood pressure, reduce the number of beats per minute it takes for you to operate your body, and it also reduces the electrical megahertz activity of the brain. Number 2, we're information inundated. We have so much coming at us every day that we need to sort, filter, decipher. It's very important that we reduce the electrical megahertz firing of the brain as often as we can. Sleep does that for us, but we need other breaks during the day that reduce it also. The third factor is that we typically live in 3 time zones every day. And I'm not talking about Mountain Standard, Pacific, Central Time. We're talking about the fact that we live in the present moment, but oftentimes we visit the past or we slip into the future. And the problem with that, or the challenge, is that oftentimes the past represents guilt. We could have done this, if we should have done this, if we would have done this, and we have a lot of could and shoulds in there. And unfortunately, that causes guilt when we live in that remorse and in that past. So we want to try to be in the present moment more often. The challenge with the future is oftentimes that gives us anxiety and worry over what's going to happen. Whether it's something positive or negative, we still project if everything's going to be okay. So what they have found is that the people who spend the most time in the present moment have the least amount of stress. They have the more control over their life and day-to-day activities. And basically it is the only time zone that we can really do anything about right now. So this technique helps us acquire present moment awareness. It reduces our electrical megahertz firing of the brain, that thought processes that we go through, and it also helps us with recovering some of that sleep and rejuvenation that we need. So there are a couple of things that you can do to help access the relaxation response. I'm going to ask you to, if you're sitting in your chair, to sit upright in the chair with your feet square on the floor. Try not to have your arms folded because that will restrict your lung capacity and breathing. And we're going to try to keep the head upright over the shoulders. As you start to relax, the head's going to want to come down, and if you do that, you could occlude the carotid artery flow and take a much deeper nap than you want. So basically keeping the head upright is a comfortable position for the spinal column and supporting the head. The last thing I'll ask you to do is lightly shut your eyes or close your eyes so that you won't be distracted by outside things while you're trying to relax and get in the present moment. So go ahead and assume your position and we'll start the exercise. I'm going to ask you to lightly shut your eyes or close your eyes, and we'll go ahead and start the breath exercise. So with the eyes lightly shut, go ahead and take in a breath and feel it enter the sinuses, the coolness, the freshness. Go down your trachea, lift your rib cage, allow your tummy to go out so the diaphragm can expand, and then follow the breath back out again. And for a few moments, I'd like you to just get in touch with the passage of breath as it comes into the body, flows and goes back out of the body. And as you do that, try to relax your eyebrows, your eyelids, so there's no tension being held across the brow and the eyes are soft. And continue to follow your breath from the tip of your nose, through the sinuses, down the trachea, lift the rib cage. Allow your tummy to go out with that breath coming in, and follow your breath back out again. The in-breath is called inspiration. It brings in new life, energy, vitality, renewal for the body. It's the most immediate life source required to sustain life. Continue to follow your breath, and as you do, relax your jaw and your cheeks and your lips. So there's no tension being held in the jaw or the face. Your brow is soft, the eyes are relaxed, and follow your next breath. From the tip of your nose, through your sinuses, down your trachea, lift your rib cage, allow your tummy to expand, and follow that breath back out again. If another thought comes to mind, and it's not that of following your breath, just for this moment, for this time, let that thought go. You'll have time for it later. Get back to the tip of your nose and follow that next breath. Whenever you realize that you're having a thought that is not that of your breath, as soon as you realize you're having it, try to let that thought go. Go back to the tip of your nose and follow that next breath as intently as you can through its entire course in the body, flowing and going back out of the body. And as you do that, relax your throat and your neck so there's no tension being held. Drop your shoulders. So now you have no tension in the face, the jaw, the eyes are soft, your neck and throat are relaxed, and your shoulders are relaxed. And continue to follow each breath. The out breath is called expiration. It gets rid of the waste, the toxins, the byproducts, the stresses of the body. If another thought comes to mind other than your breath, for right now try to let that go. Go back to the tip of your nose and follow that next breath. And as you do, let's relax your upper back, your upper chest. Drop your arms so there's no tension being held in the shoulders, the arms, the upper back, or upper chest. And follow that next breath as closely as you can. As it enters the sinuses, goes down the trachea, lift the rib cage, allow that tummy to expand, the diaphragm goes out, and follow your breath back out again. And as you do that, relax your stomach muscles, relax your low back. So there's no tension being held in the upper torso at all. And then follow that next breath from the tip of your nose, through your sinuses, all the way through the system and back out again. And as you do that, relax your buttocks and your hips. So you're sitting as softly and fully in the chair as possible. And if another thought comes to mind, as soon as you realize you're having it, try to let it go. You'll have plenty of time for it later. Follow that next breath from the tip of your nose. Feel the coolness enter your sinuses. Go down the trachea, lift the rib cage, allow your tummy to expand, and follow that breath back out of your body as fully as you can. And relax your upper thighs, the upper legs. So there's no tension being held in the thighs, the buttocks, the hips. Your waist is relaxed. Your upper back, your upper chest are relaxed. The arms, there's no tension being held. Your face is soft. The jaw is loose. The lips are soft. And the brow is relaxed. And follow your next breath through the entire path and back out again. And as you do, relax your calves, the lower legs. Relax your feet and your toes so there's no gripping of the earth. You're sitting as softly and fully in the chair as possible, but you're still sitting upright, head upright over the shoulders, and everything's relaxed. With this next breath, following it intently through the entire course, scan your body. Are you holding tension anywhere? And if you see you are, on the out breath, as you relax and relieve that breath, relax and relieve that tension, that tightness. So you're soft and relaxed and tension-free. And follow your next breath through its entire path and back out again. Should be a full breath, not forced, but take in your full capacity. Follow that breath. Get in tune with it at the tip of your nose and follow it all the way through, and get back connected at your tummy. As your breath comes in, the tummy expands and goes out, and then follow that breath back out of your body. Take 3 full breaths, not forced, but full. Follow each one through its entire path. Try not to have any other thoughts come to mind. Focus strictly on the breath and the passage of that breath. And when you're comfortable, you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes. Congratulations. In just those few minutes, you reduced your heart rate, you reduced your blood pressure, and you reduced the electrical megahertz firing of the brain. There's 3 great times to do this exercise. One is mid-afternoon when we need to rejuvenate and revitalize. The next is when we visit the 3 time zones the most. We lay down in bed and we jump back and forth between what happened during the day and what we need to do tomorrow. And so it's a great time to use the breath technique to relax and relieve that thought so that you can have a full, restful, recovering sleep. The other time is when you're under stress to come up with an idea, an answer, and you need space in the brain and need to clear the slate. So take 3 minutes and just sit with your breath and breathe and try to eliminate all other thoughts, and I guarantee you, your answers will come to you quicker and easier when you do come back with your eyes open and thought back in reality and what you're doing. So congratulations. I encourage you to take a breath break at many times during the day. It will help rejuvenate and revitalize you, and hopefully you'll have more energy to approach life with. Thanks again.